Balap, bada beep, bada beep, beep, bop, 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 bop. Hello again. So this is me. I'm gonna be talking out of my head and just say whatever I want to say again. So this is more like a associative word. I don't know something in psychology, and I don't really remember what it's called, but I'm gonna talk and talk, and so I'm currently just watching this movie, Chaos Walking, and it's really interesting how they have their thoughts on this place. So nothing is a secret. But this only affects the men, so the women are not affected. And so I thought that's interesting because my nose is which icky. My nose is, well, I feel scratchy, and I'm not really sure what to say next. But I'm gonna keep talking and talking. And there are some things that I won't talk about, but that's not for you to know. That's only for me to know, because I'm not gonna share everything that I don't wanna share. And so this is strange. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next. Uh, I guess I I plan to talk about the connection between Enneagram and cognitive functions, but I haven't really made up my mind about that, because I still think that maybe they are related, maybe they are not. So the one thing that I was thinking about, that I use as my as my this this point, this this standing point, that I will base upon my other theories, is that the nine the Enneagram 9 type, the type 9 of Enneagram, is the function that is undifferentiated, or maybe it's also a function that is developed after all of the other cognitive functions are 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 merged. So it is what Jung called the 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 transcendent function. So I guess that's probably what it is, but I'm not really sure if that is the case. But I'm gonna keep talking anyway, and I feel embarrassed. I don't know. I don't know what I have in mind. And what? What is this? Is this really what I'm thinking when I don't say anything? I don't think so. I think my thoughts are more different than the way I say things. So I don't think that this is necessarily my thoughts. I think this is just my articulation of thoughts. But I'm not really sure about that, because I cannot because uh, I cannot take note of my thoughts when I'm thinking about them, as I guess is what is also happening with other people. You can't take note of your thoughts when you're thinking them, but of course you can observe them, but you can't really observe you observing the thoughts. That's weird. So my mind tends to go meta in that way. So I'm thinking about thoughts, but then I'm thinking about thoughts, and I don't know if that's what everyone's do, but that's what I do. So I'm I'm thinking about my computer laptop. It's purple, and I usually think about things that are not in reality, that are not in front of me. So but I think about the. So I'm just gonna focus on my mind while I pretend that I'm not talking, so I can just automatically describe what I'm thinking. So what I'm thinking is the void. The void is kind of like this, 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 this veil that is covering all of our reality, and it's so dark, and I feel a little bit scared, but whatever. I'm just gonna continue anyway. Also, it's dark because I wanted to watch a movie, uh, like it's on cinema, but well, I feel a little bit okay. I just acknowledge what I think, but I don't. I really need to take care of my own emotions, and because they're my responsibility, and I think I'm feeling kind of flowing right now, and I even forgot what I wanted to say. Oh my god. So I was thinking about this void. This void was covering all of us, and it's always been there. But we we I guess it is there. The void is there, but the this reality is also here. So the void and reality is happening at the same time. So I'm just gonna. So now I've turned off the light. Well, it's embarrassing to admit that I'm still scared of the dark. I'm not that scared because I can just let myself be scared and still continue to live anyway. So that's okay. That's not life threatening. And if it's life threatening, we're all gonna die anyway. So when you think about it, we're all gonna die anyway. So it's inevitable. You're already dead. So it's pointless to be afraid of it. But anyway, we're afraid of it, so we continue to try to survive, to prolong our life, and 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 pass down our genetics to the next generation. And if we're gonna keep doing this, maybe there's something that is more beneficial to kind of uh, think about, to kind of talk about. But what are we going to talk about? I was when I was I mean, just like a few weeks ago, when I was in my birth city, and I'm not here in this countryside. I was I was thinking of creating this sort of some sort of tulpa, but I reverted at the time as imaginary character, although I knew at the time that the concept of tulpa, but I think tulpa is kind of just imaginary character that is more real and that is more solid. I don't know. I never actually had an imaginary character when I was a child. I think I never had that. So, but I was trying to create this kind of gnomish figure, like a Santa, but he was he was kind of chubby but also small. So he's a chubby dwarf. Okay, but he's never solid. So I kind of just pretended that it was there, but it wasn't really there, and and I don't know. I kind of just gave up on it because I don't think. I think I was pretending to make something that is not there. I don't know. It feels silly, and it kind of just feels like dumb, but I'm not sure. Whatever I want to say, I just gotta say because I'm not gonna keep it in anymore. But of course, I've just been exploring this 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 about this shadow work. Of course, I've been exploring it. I've been exploring about shadow work since a long time, and I've been planning to read the Red Book by Carl Jung, but I never quite finished that. And I'm not sure if I'll ever finish that because I'm still reading another book that I haven't finished. So I'm quite torn between these two options that I have. I keep on, I keep procrastinating on doing. Maybe I should just do it and not not keep wondering these things. But I don't know. I feel like being in this place is kind of. I don't really like this place, to be honest. To be honest, yeah. I kind of don't feel comfortable reading a book in here, but I don't feel comfortable to read book in outside either. So I'm kind of hoping to have my own place and settle, but this is a tricky situation because I still have some responsibilities here that I can't really run from, and so it often feels like I'm being tied up to here when I no longer want to. I can't really just go away. I don't know. But this COVID situation makes it even much harder to do that because now I got a reason to stay, and this is a real reason, not just some made up bullshit. Even if I want to try to try to fight the reason, it's gonna still be there, and it's gonna complicate my my trying be to be to go back to being independent, and it just complicates stuff. And I really so I would say that this is my this is my safe safety. This is my comfort. This is my comfort zone. Comfort zone is the thing that I wanted to think about. Okay? And so I once I go out and I'm just distracted by these nails that I haven't been clipping since a very long time, and they're now really long, and I hate something about my nails because even if I'm clipping them, they're still long because the base of my nails is too long, and it really hinders me from learning to play guitar, especially because my guitar is the strings, they're made of I don't know, what do you call them, steel. I think they're steel. They're not really nylon, and I think I should have bought a nylon guitar because that would be easier on my nail. The I mean the edge of my nails when they're clipped, so they don't really hurt that much. And yes, that's very annoying. I know for you that don't have it, you might think that that's so that's so uh, weak, that's so or so wimpy, but but these nails, when you have them, it's they're really distracting you from learning, because because they're gonna keep making you feel like you're like ouch, ouch, ouch. I don't know, something. But even if you still want to continue, but your hands won't do it quite right, so they're gonna stumble and stumble. So yeah. But well, I felt a little bit embarrassed about something, and I don't really want to say it. Oh, I just realized it. I often feel embarrassed about things. Wow. I often feel embarrassed about thoughts that I have. Or maybe everyone feel embarrassed about the thoughts that they have. I don't know. I can't prove it because everyone don't wanna reveal their true self. It's I mean, this thing could really open so much knowledge about our mind, but people really want to keep their secrets, and it's oh my god, what are people hiding? Why can't we just say what we want? Because because then we will be able to learn so many things about ourselves, about human thoughts, and especially if you're interested in new neuroscience or neurology, and that would really help in helping us helping us learn about our about our mind from linguistic point of view. But why are people afraid of talking about this? It's really annoying. When you're in science, when you're trying to research about something, you want everyone to share their ideas and be responsive to each other when people share their ideas. Oh my god. I demand, probably that's only my demand to other people. But well, people don't want to do that, so that's okay too. It's not really my business. My business is only my it's only about my actions. Only my actions is my business. So I shouldn't really expect other people to really do anything. Well, that's okay too. I don't mind that. Oh my god, I'm talking too much. It's been it's been 18 minutes. I probably should stop right now. So I'm gonna see you next time.